So I'm trying to organize and get people who are interested. I want to show you something that's going to be in the paper beginning next week, I believe. So let me share the screen. And this is what I'm sending out or is going into the newspaper.
Joseph, I think it is already in the paper.
What's that?
I saw it in the paper from yesterday.
How did that happen?
You're quick.
I'm sure I read that.
Okay, well, I'll read it to you again anyhow.
Yeah.
The Drone Service Club is recruiting members, and then I listed the purpose of the club: to foster the safe and responsible use of drones, to train and establish a pool of volunteer first responder drone operators. The emergency services wants people that run drones to be able to help them during times of an emergency. That's not everything that the club does, but it's one of the things the club does. You don't have to be in the club. You don't have to do that or care about that part of it. Okay. The next paragraph kind of makes that clear: to promote drones as a hobby for Leisure World residents and promote the positive image of drones and the users. Okay, and then to write to me if you're interested in drones. I'll send this out to all of you after this meeting, and will you please share it with all clubs or all friends around so that if they're interested, they can come to the first meeting. And my hope is that once we get a group of members together and we can get some people recruited, is that I can get some clubhouse space reserved, like in Clubhouse 1 or 2, where there's a big open area, and fly indoors for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You know,
good.
a lot of places, like especially in cold climates, the schools open their gymnasiums in the afternoon or on Saturday for people to do RC kind of stuff, like drive their cars and fly their drones or fly their planes or do any of that kind of stuff. So maybe I can get that to happen. I don't know if I can or not, because they wouldn't meet with me until I had a board of officers for the drones. Okay, so the first meeting is to get a board of officers and to talk about the same stuff that we're talking about now. Okay, so if they let people play pickleball in there, I don't know why they wouldn't let us fly drones, but they'll have a list of reasons, all of which I think I have answers for, but we'll wait and see. Okay, so people interested in this as a hobby, not as to become so good that you can, they call you and you go out there and fly something, but you just want to fly it around, like even in your own house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, that parking lot between, speaking of pickleball, between RV and the pickleball court, seems like it doesn't have a lot of vehicles in there most of the time. Is that because of the shutdown, or?
I want people to learn to fly in a controlled environment. I don't want them to just go up in the air and then where am I going to go now?
Go in the river.
What do I do? So it's good that if we get it into a confined space, so we can set up a course like that you fly.
Oh, yeah.
With padded walls.
You don't need padded walls unless you're just trying to save the drones, but
Just teasing.
that's okay. No problem. Okay, I just wanted to make you aware of that, and where I kind of see it going if I'm going to stay involved with it. And we have one guy who's a pilot and is going to join up and seems very interested in being the arm of the emergency services thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they need backup. The president last year, Mike Marshall, they drove him crazy with requests to fly, but I also don't want to ignore people that might want to do this as a hobby. And that's my interest in this.